Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into Houdini to create a realistic, gooey blood simulation. It's a fun one, so let's jump right in.
First things first, we need a collision object for our blood to flow over. I've created a box, rotated it, and adjusted it to fit my scene perfectly. Make sure to set your voxel size high to get a really clean, accurate collision geometry. Next up, let's set up the source for our blood. I'm using a tube and tweaking the shape, so it looks almost like a heavy water droplet. I'm just running through all the parameters here. So I've gone ahead and blended these two shapes, which are the tube and the sphere. To merge these perfectly, I converted them into VDB objects, merged them together, and then added a convert node to turn them back into polygons. Next up, I added a transform node. This is just to adjust the scale and position, as you can see right here. I made sure to place it just slightly above the wall, so that it will fall naturally and flow right down the wall. Points from volume is going to create points 2 for our flip simulation. I have connected with flip object that we will see later. So this is a jitter seed. Basically, it just shakes the points up a bit, so they look more random and natural. So here's that flip source we just put together. And if you look right here, you can also see the bounding box outlining it. Bring the collision object with static object node. Let's go ahead and break down the parameters inside our flip object real quick. Connect this point separation with points from volume node. I want to make sure, honestly, I'm just going to retrace my steps for you real quick. That way we're both totally on the same page and nobody gets a headache. So here is the bounding box. In Flip Solver here, I kept everything as default. All right, I'm just going to quickly go through these settings here. In volume limits, adjust your bounding box according to your need. Here you have to enable viscosity. Here is the most important thing: you have to enable surface tension, and you have to play with this value until you get exactly what you want. Everything else kept the exactly same. Here it is always better to give apex swirly rather than the default one. But always remember, when you do something like small splash sim or some small scale simulation, always test with both options. In volume source node, add the source object which we made. In default, it will be in another option. Just change to flip source. Everything else kept in default. Coming to importing the simulation, add the node called DOP import node to bring the simulation for caching. Bring our flip object node and DOP network node as we see. For meshing, add a particle fluid surface node. It is always better to connect separation with flip object points separation value. And adjust the influence scale and droplet scale until you get fine mesh. It will play a crucial role to get rid of sphere shape and make it look like different droplets. In filtering tab, you can make mesh look more smoother based on the velocity, etc. And this is the result after caching. For rendering, I always bring this simulation into separate geometries. That is what I like to do, so I brought all the necessary files for rendering. Let's go to rendering stage. Tap stage button for rendering in Karma. It's always good to select Solaris workstage for Karma operations. In future, we will deal more with karma. Create a node called scene import and bring our blood mesh, which we have cached. Remember, if it is feel difficult to display, just add the same parameter to the force objects. Just like the previous process, add our wall too. Next, bring our camera here. You can see our blood motion. And then add a spotlight to look like it is in the room. For rendering here, I am choosing XPU option. Here, also just select the camera, which we have selected. Let's go forward and see what is happening. Looks like it is all doing exactly what we want. Let's do a quick render and see how it is looking. And this is what you get. If you give more samples, you can get more high-resolution render. In default, it is coming with 128. You can always go higher for sharp results. But remember, it will take time rendered too. Not for this render, but when do high-end simulation like volume render, big ocean simulation and all. Thank you very much. I hope it helped you. Subscribe and help me to add more tutorials. You can always ask doubts in the comments. I will try to answer them all. Thank you.